Viewer discretion is advised.
A lot of the stuff that weighed on my mind was like, man, my kids are they're gonna be angry at me that I haven't been home and all this. But I come back and I'm still superhero to them,
Mandate.
Welcome to Mandate, where we navigate fresh perspectives and nothing's off the table. Tonight's guest house all the way from the Promised Land, 274, also known as the home of the brave, but better known to all of us as Otara and Tamaki Makaurau. He is an amazing talent, a man who's an OG in the New Zealand battle rap scene, considered one of the best, or if the best, in Aotearoa in New Zealand. And so, guys, put your hands together for the man who's from the hood in terms of gang culture. Also, we got Southsider, and also the man has just crossed over to the hip hop industry and the rap game. And so, look out for this amazing talent. Please put your hands together for the Usu himself, Skolar.
Thank you guys for having me. We always start with a cheers where I'm from. And thank you again for getting me the Codies.
Oh man, yeah. Anytime, anytime. Also, Skolar, thank you so much for coming. And bro, because people think of Skolar, think of, oh, that's the guy, the one outs, the battle rap, the New Zealand battle rap champion, the OG of battle raps. And we love your work, bro. And I think one of the clips, we're probably looking down like 11 years ago, 2012.
Yeah.
You and Exceed back in the days.
Me and the and it's funny, you said OG, because I get that a lot from, and I look at the guys that are calling me OG. I thought they were the same age. It's just that I started quite a long time ago. So it was like 11 years ago that I battled Exceed, the Inkia guy that stomped on the flag, if you still remember. Yeah, that was really intense. But I think that's what like really launched the name, because it was a real controversial battle. But like to me, it was just me doing those Indian jokes that we have like amongst each other. That's what I loved about the battle scene. It was just all jokes, all entertainment at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys have seen that one.
No. There's plenty of we've seen of you. Also, I think one that's recently with PFAC and all that kind of stuff. And and so, bro, just if you can tell a little bit about how it all started and how you kind of got into the one outs and also the rap battles.
Oh man, the one outs started way before I even considered jumping on to do it. I think it was going about like 3 or 4 years before I started. So it's been going 15 years strong now, and me and the boys, I got to do the black thing first. Shout out to the also D-Dub and Crude, at home. Shout out to my also Laurie that came here with me, the also Laurie. We used to kick back and watch the battles during drinks. We'd watch the battles and critique everyone, because we all reckon we're good at rapping, and we used to love watching it. And one guy from Aotearoa was on there. There's one guy from Aotearoa, I won't name him, but we watched him and we're like, man, this guy's he's not holding it down for Aotearoa. He's like, he was jittery, he was scared, and he was just getting ripped up. So me, Crude and D-Dub, we decided, man, we have better battles in this and the drink ups that we have. So like, let's get in there and represent Aotearoa, show them how we do it in Aotearoa, because we all feel like the best rappers come out of Aotearoa. That's just like I think that's something that's just embedded in us from, we got Move, we got Erman, we got Mr. Sick, we got Face Killer, Young Sid, man. The list goes on. So we wanted to go hold it down for them in the scene kind of thing. Yeah, I'm glad we did too.
Bro, and so you just rocked up to one of those events and said, you know what, I just want to join, I just want to come in and just rap.
We messaged them. We just messaged them when an event was coming up, and just said, could we, all good if we can join, just put us up against whoever, and just happened like that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Simple as.
Yeah. Because we've got a wide range of viewers on the show, and are you able to explain what the battle rap scene's like?
Yeah.
Especially in New Zealand?
Yeah. Because it's quite obscene, so the crowd's quite niche. So basically, a rap battle is when two rap artists face off against one another. It's like a cappella format, so there's no music or anything like that, and you're given about a minute to a minute and a half to just beat them down in rhyme form. So you put them down about what they're wearing, what you assume about their background or their culture. There's no holds barred. the most racist jokes come out of the out of the battles, and like as long as it's like staying true to the craft of rhyming. So if you got good rhymes, good flows, and you can also make your opponent feel like psychologically beaten down by what you say to them, then you win. It's judged by how confident you are in what you're saying, the conviction in what you're saying, basically. Yeah, and it has to sound good. Those are the only two requirements, basically. Yeah.
And how do you like control yourself where you don't want to fussy the person that's across from you? Like, do anyone go cross the line in terms of calling out your mom, your dad, your kids?
Every single battle, pretty much every single battle I've had, I've wanted to fussy the guy that I'm across from. But like, you know, we grew up watching rap battles, the KOTD rap battles, the grind time rap battles, and we know it's all about entertainment. You know, so like if you're gonna join, you can't join with the mentality, like the street mentality, like you're gonna like end up in a fight. It's a battle of words, you know. It's who can shame the other person and who can style on them the most. You know, that's all it's about. As long as you go in with that mentality, then you know no matter what they say, that doesn't mean anything. You know, they don't know who you are. They're not actually gonna come and try and like start any trouble like that. You kind of look. You look like an idiot if you come like that. You know? So, yeah, we weren't about that. We were just trying to prove that Aotearoa's is the best rappers. That's
It's me.
Bro, because it's kind of like banter, eh? You kind of banter, just kind of mocking and
like
probably to a whole new level. And just
different level.
Another level of mocking each other.
Yeah.
And so you enter the competition and you go there. What was going through your mind? Because you know, it would have taken a lot of courage just to watch it. Oh man, I need to go represent the 274. And so you rock up to the event. And you think, was there a time you think, oh man, I don't know if I should be here, man?
Pretty much before every single battle, you know, the anxiety kicks in that we all have. You know, no one can say they don't have any sort of anxiety or like whispers in the back of your head, like saying, "Fuck, don't bro." Just, you know, your fight or flight kicks in. But like the pride of being from Aotearoa kicked in. You know, the pride of being a Samoan even, like kicks, it's bigger than your nerves are really. And then you end up turning your nervous energy into something that you can weaponize it, you know, and use it in battle. So I'm always battling myself before I even step on and say a word. Yeah. The rest depends on the crowd, really. If the crowd's feeling it, that's even more energy added to my, Sometimes I say a joke and I thought it was solid, and it goes quiet, and I'm like, "Fuck!"
You never know. You never know.
You never know, man. You don't know what's gonna hit on the day.
It was interesting because kudos to you also for having the guts to go, "Hey man, I'm gonna go and just join and just see how it goes." And then because there's half of the battle, Skolar. The mind is like, "Oh man, shouldn't I?" And it could, you know, you can imagine some people like, "Oh, get there, and just check it out. Oh, I'm out of here."
Yeah, man.
But you get the gusto and the guts to go, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just and muster that courage, because you talk about Samoa, you talk about 274 Aotearoa. And so, what is it about our culture and also the neighborhood that gives you that sense of courage?
It's man. Like, first off, it's the boys, the boys that are off, the ODT boys. Shout out to the ODT boys. They're real supportive, like in a way where, like, if you're good at something, they'll let you know it's solid, you know. And at the same time, if it's a guy out, they'll say, "Oh no, I think something else is," you know. Like, so they were the ones that like gave me the courage to like go and do it every single time. They're like, "You got this," you know, that kind of thing, like what everyone needs. Cool. And then when it comes to the hood thing, like Aotearoa is like, it's just been embedded in me, like that. If you're from Aotearoa, you're the baddest. It's just even my mum is like that. You know, she's like, Aotearoa, you know, people from Aotearoa, they don't cry like that. You know, like they right through to the parents and the brothers and sisters. It's just a pride thing, you know. And we all carry that. Islanders, we all carry that. Like, just we all feel like we're the best. Or like. You know, it's not like we're the best, but like if you're good at something, like you know you're good at it. So you give you got to have self-belief like that. If I didn't think I was any good, I wouldn't have taken it any further. Straight up,
Man. Oh, man,
well, just while you're on that, because you share that, you know, as Islanders, that's embedded in us in terms like we're the best, and at the same time, there's a lot of us, because of the sense of humility, we downplay our potential and we downplay our actual talent. And so for someone like you, it was very different. Like you had this mindset, man, I'm the best. Yeah,
no, I think because my family, you know, I come from a huge family. There's 9 siblings altogether. And so that energy was always floating around the house. So whenever someone was good at something, everyone like try to push them, like even beyond their comfortability, to like just push past it, and like, you're good at it, just believe in it, you know, don't stop listening to the negative talk in your own head kind of thing. Yeah, especially mum, you know, she pushed that kind of thing. She'll just force you into a situation and you end up liking it, you know, just chuck you in a rugby team and you're like, oh, I don't want to play. You end up liking it. It's like you need that sometimes, you know. Awesome. Yeah, you need people to push you
harder. Sure, and you know, when boxers prepare for a fight, they go into a harder like training regime. Yeah, like for a battle rapper, how do you prepare for your battles?
Good time again.
Nah, for real though, like it is like I think I've been preparing for it my whole life. Like I have really thick skin because of the mocks that come from the boys in the family. They're those ones that will make you go cry, you know. Yeah, it's like, you know, like, oh, your teeth cunt. Like, you stay like, oh, fuck, you know how sensitive I was about my teeth for so long, but I don't give a shit anymore, you know, because I've heard it all. It doesn't really matter in the end there, yeah. But like, no, in terms of preparing, just being ready for anything that'll come at you. I think that's the only kind of preparation you've got to do for rap battles. A lot of it's freestyle. Some of it is prepared. But as long as you know every angle they might hit on you, then you'll be ready to fire back. That's all that's all I do.
So, man, because I'm just trying to get in the mindset and the preparation of, like, in terms of rhyming. Yeah. Like, are you always going over words?
Oh, man, yeah. So the rhyming thing was sussed before I even touched the battles. Yeah. Play rhyming games with me, D-Dub and Crude when we were kids, you know, making the cup of teas for everyone. It'll be like, we hear a brand new word that you didn't hear, then like, yo, try rhyme that, and then I'll rhyme it a few times, and when I run out, then they also pick it up and do ones he thought of, things like that. So like the rhyme games, the rhyming was the easy part. For me, it was like the content of the rhyme. Like, you know, what context are you going to put it into? Like, fire it at this dude to make him like be his pants kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. After that, we're gonna get you to do a little freestyle, just so people know, hey, you're about it.
Oh, Dave, man, sorry. I'm keen for it. Yeah, when we do start that, we just do it where you just like, guys, just keep giving me words and I'll just keep writing. Just so you know, it's like real freestyle, because you know a lot of people, they jump on like sway and that. This was freestyle. That was written. So you can say, that shit was written.
Cool. This beat.
Yeah, me challenge. And Pete was talking about like a day ago. He was like, sorry, I can't wait to battle him when he gets here. He's sitting
me up, man. Sitting me up. He's sitting me up. Come on, I got rap, man.
He's just like, babe, that's how I know you are bass's neighbor, eh? Got the same setups as me.
Shout out to my Uso bass and poetic man. Shout out to the boys.
Oh man, the 685 Usos.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Fatherville boys, poetic and bass. They couldn't be here, but they're sad. They're having a drink somewhere else. Sad guys.
But how much of that Skolar, in terms of, you know, because people think, oh man, yeah, he's been rhyming for ages. He knows that. He's quite linguistic. He's really good with his words, word smart. But people don't really see that. Hey man, it takes work. You have to grind as well. There's a lot of work, a lot of preparation behind the whole stuff that you do. And so, can you tell us, like, what, like in terms of, obviously we talked about the mentality, but also what do you do in terms of is there like a structure or framework in terms of how do you put these rhymes together?
No, man, it's hard because it's been a lifetime of things. You know, it's just conditioning to it through listening to good music. And in conjunction with my mum being a teacher, making us read different things all the time, and making us understand what we're reading, not just reading for fucking nothing. You know, whenever a lesson's to be learned, like, you know, mum wouldn't like give you the answer. It'll be like, so what do you think the answer is? Why is that the answer? You know, it just so like it comes like natural because of that stuff that we were doing as we were kids. You know, yeah. That's it. I don't know what it's like to not know how to rhyme and then work on it. Yeah, I didn't start like those like something I did when I was a little kid. Yeah.
Were you known as academicals?
Man, the name Skolar came from school like a long time ago. Yeah, so it's like, but I was it's more like Skolar, aka the Whiapoko, you know. Like I read a lot of stuff and then I think I know shit, like, but I just skimmed the surface on a lot of topics, but I didn't like. Yeah, but I hated school. I didn't like the structure of school, but yeah, I wish I did better.
Damn.
Sounds like there'll be something we can get into in terms of the structure of school and how it's systemically created against us.
Yeah, man, I think it sets us up to be to just fall into the system, you know, to just get lost. Like you know, all these people get degrees. Like a shout out to my brothers and sisters. You know, there's a wall of degrees at my house. You know, they all went hard, but like when you ask them all, like, why'd you do that degree? It's for mum and dad. And it's like, it's to please the old way of thinking. You know, it's like you go to school, you get your degrees, and then you get a good job. And like a lot of them, you know, it's just not what I pictured myself doing. I think times changed, you know, during my time at school, and that's not the way to be successful to me anymore. You know, like you had Johnny Timu on here, and I told you I had the pleasure of talking to him and his team. You know, these boys, they're learning, they're adapting to what's good now. You know, like their entrepreneur mindset. I think that's the way to go. You know, I wish I came into it as early as these guys did, but you know, fucking drinking and smoking and all this. But like, yeah, if school was going to carry on the way it is, I think they need to at least add a few more topics, like, you know, like how to secure a house and like how to figure out like how to run a business, those kind of things. Why don't they teach that at school?
I mean, I agree 100%. Maybe they should add in financial capability and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it'll be hard to add in there.
Yeah, for sure. But you talk about the system, you talk about schooling, and obviously mum was a school teacher.
Yeah, mum was a school teacher for like 30 years.
And so you have all your siblings and their degrees on the walls. And have you had any flack in terms of, hey man, maybe you should just go back to this kind of system, or do you? Are you paving that way? Like, no, mum, I know, I'm adamant. This is what I want to do in life.
Man, I try to tell mum, but I think I gave up telling her like 10 years ago. You know, like because that's just mum's way of thinking. Like because her other kids are successful. Like I was just saying to also my sister Loto, she was just had her inauguration last week. You know, she's a Manukau counsellor now, so you know that does work. So there's no preaching to mum and dad about any other way. Just got to do it, and then when things go good, then they'll agree.
And plus, you're paving your own way also.
Yeah,
you're paving your own way, man. And I think that's commendable because you could have easily said, you know what? Oh yeah, I'll just go do the degree thing, and which is cool. No qualms about that. But I think what you're doing in terms of finding your own kind of space in your own area of success is important. So how important, like for some of the men who may be listening or watching, like because they may be at a bit of a crossroads, Scholar, like degree, go to study tertiary, or this is my passion, or what's some advice you could give to some of those sorts?
I think the most important thing is to play to your strengths. Like not everyone feels that in their bones when they're going to school. You know, I think if you believe it enough, then you're going to be committed enough to take it all the way and be successful at it. You know, you can go to school, you can get a degree, get a good job, but if it's not sitting right with you, you know, then man, there's other ways, there's other avenues. You know what you guys are doing here, what the Also Poetic is doing.
Yeah, shout out to Poetic.
Shout out to the Also.
Is that a box? Oh yeah.
I think he got kicked out of home and he's over here with the boys. But hey, shout out to the Also.
No, yeah. For real, just man, it's just like every good movie says, you follow your heart. If your heart's in it, man, you can take it all the way and make something of it. There's heaps of lanes, so many lanes. Yeah.
Shucks. We went into. Sorry, I took us on a tangent into the school thing, but
It's cool, man. That's good. I think
how'd you get? So you got your name Skolar from being a wordsmith?
No, it was nothing to do with rapping at all. It was just mum overworked us. She made us do homework on top of our homework and stuff like that. And so I always had answers for whatever whatever topic came up. I'd know a little bit of history on it or whatever. I just look like a fiopoko guy, all the time. So that's where the name Skolar came from.
So you were pretty a bit of a smart kid, real smart kid back in school. And
I don't know if I'd say that. I just like learning new stuff. That's all it is.
So what were you like at school? Like obviously you're very smart in terms of linguistic and so forth. What were you like in school? Because most times people think, some of these rappers, they're probably a menace in school.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's interesting because a lot of these kids who are labelled or deemed to be troubled kids, they're very intelligent.
Yeah.
And so
a lot of them, yeah.
Can you relate to that kind of stuff? Or what were you like in school?
Because my mum was actually my primary school teacher from. She was my primary school teacher from 6 till 10. So she had me from standard, whatever, till standard 4. And so I had to be ultra well behaved. Couldn't call her mum in class, had to sit up straight, had to do all my work. Sorry, pardon me. So as soon as I got to intermediate, I felt like free. And so I was, I started being naughty, but I carried on all the lessons Mum taught about, like having good manners and treating adults like, treating your elders with respect and that kind of stuff. So like I did milk the freedom a little bit. I'll tell Mum I was at rugby training when I was actually with the boys doing whatever. But I wasn't an asshole or anything in school. I just secretly didn't like it. I just didn't want to break my mum's heart, by like not doing well. So I did my work.
Obviously in this world of hip hop and you go into the battle rap, like, did you ever feel like you had to be two different people in terms of like, okay, I'm the scholar, but I'm trying to
all the time.
Did you have to hold up front, or did you feel like you had to downplay your?
I get what you're asking. It's not that I felt like I had to be two different people. I was just talking to also on the car ride here actually about it. It's like my scholar persona per se, it's not actually a different person. It's just who I am when I have someone at like 0. Like that's what we were calling it. It's like your usos, you're 100 of them. Like your heart's on your sleeve. They know your weaknesses, your strengths, and all that stuff. So when I'd go to whenever I'm in a new place, start at 0. Just like, I don't, just like with you. So just hello, yeah. Now we're getting a bit comfortable. I'm about at 40 right now. Yeah. So at the end of these beers, you'll see the 100. Yeah. I might be like, sorry. No, that's all it is. It's just keeping people at arm's length kind of thing. Just until you can
That vibe,
because you just can't trust everyone. So, yeah, man. Don't know what kind of setups are happening around the corner.
Yeah, because Pete's, he's trying to get that vibe so he can battle rap you.
Yes.
This guy, man.
This guy's setting up a battle or something.
And I think that you bring in a good point, Skolar, in terms of the VAR. I think we talked about it earlier on, Skolar, in terms of collaboration. There's a lot of guys out there, hey, let's collaborate, let's work together, let's do things together. And I think one of another guest we kind of talked about it as well, is that sometimes people don't have the real best or your best interest in.
No, not everyone does.
Not everyone,
and it's hard to gauge that sometimes. That's why I kind of have that rule where when I first meet people, I keep them I'm start at 0 with them, and I'll say yes to collabs with anyone, but then I want to drink with them. That's my way of getting to know them, That's how I feel I I can get a good gauge of them. Yeah, because not everyone has your best interests at heart. That's why I love the For the Veil team. To me the meaning of For the Village is like a village in Samoa. Like we all share our resources to like help each other get through the day, kind of thing. Like I got tea, but I don't have sugar. Oh, the horse has got sugar. Just get some sugar from the horse. Oh, you can have some of the tea then. Like, some people, they want stuff from you and they're not willing to give like as much as you might, They just got to be careful, eh? Yeah.
And in the industry, there's heaps of guys that say they're for you, but there's always strings attached.
Yeah.
From what I hear, but there's I know you did a big shout out just off the record, and so you've been part of the For the Veil team for a while now, and
man.
You're saying, man, these guys are really about it.
Yeah, man, they're really about it, straight up. I was there when For the Veil started, and then I went on my own little. I went MIA for a bit. I was in Wellington for about 3 years. Just hiding out and fucking building myself back up, kind of thing. Going through a lot of shit. Come back, the boys are still there. They still got a spot for me. They still got a cold beer for me in the fridge. It's good to see that get to see where people's hearts are at. If you're not there doing anything for them, you come back and it's still all love. So it does nothing but make me feel like I need to go handy while I'm here. I'm back in it. We're going. Full forces, get ready for the Veil's coming.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
And shout out to the boys.
Man.
I know I'm not saying it for the sake of saying it, especially Bass and Trey. Poetic, like they've been a big reason why mandates build up some momentum, and they're really about building up our people. Yeah,
man. It's all about unity with these boys. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, they even make me see that kind of stuff clearly, because I don't think past my own circle sometimes, those all Poetic and Bass, like they got the bigger picture down, man. I feel anyway, so I'm down to ride the whole way for it, man. Straight up.
That's cool, man. Yeah. You talked about MIA and Wally. Because after a while we didn't kind of hear from Skolar.
Yeah,
we were missing in the 1-out battles. And where's the Uso? So so you in Wellington. So you don't mind if we kind of step into that realm of being in Wellington.
Yeah, so I split with the missus, and I left her here with the kids. I got three boys at home, and so the baby mum and the kids, they stayed here in Auckland. And I went and did my own little thing in Wellington for a little while, Plus things were getting hot here in Aotearoa at the time. It was just a big mix of shit happening. I can't really speak on that stuff, but it was all playing. It was all a part of what was going on. Even had a lot to do with the breakup, if I'm honest. And so I was in Wellington by myself. I was with someone else for a little bit in Wellington. That didn't really go well. I was just kind of lost as well. I felt like I had nobody to reach out to. I stayed in contact with the family, with my brother, and sometimes the kids. I have them in the holidays and stuff. But I really wish that there was something like this going on at the time. Some videos of some Usos talking about the kind of shit I was going through. Because that would have really helped. I think that would have really helped. I was just in my own thoughts at the time.
How did you get through all those? How did you pick up the pieces?
Oh man, no, I was just a mess for a long time, man. Because my dad passed during that time as well. Yeah. So, bro, that was just the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was, the Usos now. I'm a peaceful dude. If anything, I'm the diplomat of the boys. If anything's going on, I'm the one that's, sorry, fuck, just talk it out, whatever. But I turned to the drink for a while. I was drinking my problems away and just taking it out on whoever was around. It was It was hard to get through with our family, so I do know the value of these guys now that I'm back. You know, it's replenishing being back and being around the boys and people that actually appreciate being like, you know, I actually know what my value is now when that I'm back. Everyone's been missing me, and I thought everyone was mad at me that I was gone. You know, you kind of like you kind of talk. You're like your own worst enemy. You're telling yourself like, oh man, see, everyone's angry because you left the kids, and you know you fucked off and all this. Shouldn't go back. You know? And I was mad to come back a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll come through. I wouldn't even tell Poetic and Bass that I'm here. I just come to see the kids, and that's it. You know, I'll gap it after that. But like yeah, they've been telling me, Sonny, we've been waiting for you to come the whole time, Kat. Yeah, man.
But it's interesting, Skolar, and even with Charles, it's interesting that we kind of when we go through those hard times or the struggles, that sometimes our mind even plays tricks on us in terms of all the negative thoughts that kind of happen in our heads, and sometimes we kind of deceive ourselves or even lie to ourselves, like, oh nah, this person doesn't want nothing to do with me. Yeah, but it's the total opposite sometimes.
Sometimes it's the complete opposite. It's just like I was saying before a battle, that anxiety kicks in and you hear those voices telling you to, nah, don't do it. You know, be scared or whatever. Basically, what was happening is I was actually listening to those voices, and they were making me do things that I'd never do, that I'd never think of doing. But
man,
someone once said to me that it was like, self-condemnation is a state of mind. Like it really plays on you, and when you start condemning yourself, and then you start turning the people away that are really trying to be there for you. But it's like when you're rock bottom, you don't want anyone around, and it's hard to reach out. Yeah,
because you're actually convincing yourself that they don't actually want to help you, even though they're the ones with their hands out, like trying to get you out of there,
But what was the turning point? What was the point where I kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel, kind of like the realization, like, oh man, I need to go back. I need to resolve things.
I ended up in hospital. I ended up in hospital having surgery on my hand and my foot and shit, just from a night of fucking wilding out. And I was just laying there thinking like, I'm not going out like this. I'm not gonna fucking do this until I fucking piss off the wrong person and fucking get stabbed up or whatever. I just need to get my ass home. That's all I thought to myself. I didn't have any money or anything. Just found a cheap ass flight back home. No plans. Just came. This is where I should have come the entire time. Me. Yeah.
So it just sounds like you're still on this journey. Of healing. Processing.
That's exactly what it is. Still in the process of healing, and no better place to do it than around your family and your loved ones. Yeah.
And so you weren't doing during that time in Wellington. You weren't doing any music, and we were kind of doing any rhyming, no rapping.
No, I was writing, but then it's just always something got in the way. It's just an excuse. Yeah, there was no progress happening really. I should have just come back a long time ago.
Cool. What was the love like when you did come back?
Sorry, just like it's your birthday, but it's even better because people haven't seen you in a long time. So even they started at zero with you, I might have owed some people some kupe, but they're like, hey, oh, don't worry, I'll get you back. No, man, it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful being back. I missed the whole day. And
cool.
Yeah, pretty much nothing's changed here.
That's awesome to hear, and it's awesome to hear the backstory also. Thanks for sharing it.
All good.
Because a couple weeks ago we saw Poetic's post around you being back.
Yeah.
And you could feel this love, like, man, the also Scholars back.
Yeah.
And then now hearing some of the backstory to okay, solid, that's mean. Because if that was one of my boys, I don't know, it would have been, hey, Scholars here, he's going to go get our money back. Nah, but it's cool. It shows the love that the
because the Usos were there when I first decided to go to Wellington. They were the ones telling me, "Don't go, G. Just don't do it, man." I should have listened to them the whole time,
I just don't listen to bass though.
Oh yeah.
Come on, chips. Nah, shout out to his mouse.
Yeah, that was a.
And so now that you're back and then you're with the usos, and because you're crossing over to hip hop, you've probably been doing it for a while now, Skolar, in terms of the crossover to the hip hop and the rap game now.
Yeah,
So
I decided to start doing music like quite a while ago. It's just we never got like we didn't hit the ground running with it or anything. You know, me and the boys. It was kind of just like even the battles was just like not a hobby, but it was just like a passion thing. It was just like. On the side, we didn't really take it seriously. If you meet, the rest of the trio, they're just the biggest muck around these. They, life's happening with them, that's their priority. It's me that's pushing the music for these guys, I'm the one that's wanting them to like, come on, let's go, let's fucking, oh man, I got bills to pay, got shit to do, it's just on the side burner for them. So like, and we can't get a song out unless we're all happy with it. And these guys, they're pickier than me, man. We pick at each other. That's how we've done like the entire time that we've been rhyming together. Before any battle, I'll spit them all my shit, and then they'll tell me, man, that's whack. That's whack, and that. Oh yeah, I'll go change it. Imagine a song. It takes ages for a song to be done. So like, I don't know. I'm ready to go. So. I'm with the usos. I'm just gonna lay it down, and then I think that's the best way to do it. Me just put out a verse and a hook with whoever, and then just tell the boys, see, it's ready. Jump on it. Let's fucking go. They seem to be on board since I've been back, but I don't know how long that's gonna like, because I feel like it's a thing. Like I'm back now, and there's like a bit of a buzz. Like, oh yeah, they're on board with me. So as soon as they get used to me again, they're gonna like go back to the being lazy again. So I better get them on right now while I'm here.
But how's the transition now? Like in terms of the rap battling and now you kind of in the studio now and rhyming. What's the big difference for you?
Oh man, it's much easier, because there's no opponent there spinning back at you. There's no hate there. There's no crowd that's completely silent as you're speaking. It's much more comfortable. When we're with the usos having a studio session, it's like therapy, It's like we're just there, like jamming, sharing ideas, and spitting rhymes. I love it. I love it. That's no animosity like in the battles, because it can get intense in there. Yeah.
Oh man, this is interesting because like you saying that there's no one there. You don't have to kind of worry about your opponent. But was there ever a time, Skolar? Was there ever a time during the one outs when you felt like, man, I'm about to lose my cool, man. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'm this kind of. Just about to kind of like, man, this guy.
I've been good. Like I said, I've always wanted to slap them, but they've never crossed the line that badly that to a point where I wasn't prepared for. Like I knew everyone I was coming against. I knew the kind of things that they've said against other people. I was just always prepared mentally, so nothing surprised me. Nothing surprised me that much where I was like gonna lose my shit.
It's cool, man. Yeah, it's cool.
Pardon me.
Back to where just before you came back up, like knowing what you know now, like what encouragement do you have for you when you went to Valley and you're blocking everyone now? Like, because someone else might be going through the same thing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, fuck, man. Check your messages. Check your messages, and when you see people like they're genuinely reaching out, like don't listen to yourself, man. Don't listen to the excuses that you make in your heads that are telling you that, nah, man, this guy, he just wants me to come back for this and this. Whatever reasons you're making up, it's all shit. You're always gonna try and convince yourself to stay comfortable, if it's uncomfortable coming back, man, you need the push from the family, the friends. As long as everyone has like one person that's reaching out, man, that's all you need. You just gotta listen to them.
Just solid.
I feel sorry for the people that don't have anyone else. It's rare for people to have absolutely no one, but man, everyone's at least got that one person that's worried about them.
That's solid.
Yeah, they're there. Just maybe you're not listening. Just fucking listen to them, man. Yeah.
Sure, also because I know we have too much onus on the individual, telling them you gotta reach out. But when you're at your darkest moment, it's hard to reach out. You're paralyzed. And so I think we need to normalize or encourage, man, we need people to reach in.
Yeah. I like that also. Yeah. Cheers to that one, actually. Yeah. Because, it's hard to expect the person going through it to reach out. It's like they're stuck in it,
And just for people out there that are reaching out or reaching in to those who are going for it, don't take it personal if they're not messaging back, or they take it personal if they're giving you the scene, because they're in a dark place. They're not thinking. Yeah. And so if you stay consistent, there'll be a day like where you come to a realization, shucks.
Yeah.
Man, I need the support.
Yeah.
And when they come and they show you the same love, right? We need to normalize that, and it's cool that you're going through that also.
I think that's a good message to everyone that has a loved one that's out there that needs you to reach in. Yeah, man, do that. Be the one to reach in. Bother them, me. Bug them, because
be annoying.
Be annoying to them, because it'll work eventually. You know, so many people are reaching out, but I still had to pull myself out, and then I started replying to everyone. Yeah, because you can't really help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. But man, if in the back of their head they know people are like, hey man, come back. It helps, man. It'll help them pick themselves up.
Yeah, and it's not until they're ready as well.
It's not until they're ready.
In terms of helping themselves, but in terms of like the men, Scholar, like what's the gauge? What do you kind of gauge in terms of men nowadays, or more so even Pacific Islander or Māori? What do you think? Do you think our men have kind of been a bit wayward, or we kind of still in the game in terms of being men?
Man, I think the masculinity thing that's a big topic right now. I think a lot of our men are losing their masculinity, and it's like it's not anything it's not the women's fault or anything like that. It's both sides. You know, I think men need to hold on to their masculinity, but not in a way where they become like fucking Jake the Muss type assholes. You know, I think it's important for a man to feel like a man, and like, you know, if to all the ladies out there, like, make your man feel like a man sometimes. You know, sometimes drinking with the boys, and then they come out and like, hey, I told you not to fucking. You know, and man, you know his balls are shrinking as that's happening. You know, as they're growling them. That's not good for our men. Men are like they have a real loose grip on their masculinity these days, and it can end up being something real toxic. And we don't respond well to that, because we need to feel not so much like kings or anything, just like fucking just independent. Sometimes that's probably the best thing that I got out of being by myself for a little bit. I got my independence back, and I think it's a good thing to have for all of us. We need some time alone sometimes.
It's cool,
Get spread thin there a lot. Our everydays can just spread us thin, and we lose ourselves in that.
And I like you said it goes both ways, because sometimes we think, we blame the woman, like, so wahine is kind of doing this to us. Of course, at the same time, we can be our own worst enemy.
Exactly. Can't just point the finger. Like, there's stuff that both of us got to do, men and women, in order for this to work. You know, treat your woman more like queens. Then, if you want to be treated like a king, then fucking get her that thing she's been looking at for ages and you didn't get.
How are they?
Do the dishes or some shit. Hey, you know, I noticed the women, they're happy as long as the guys chip in a little bit, you know. Fucking do the washing, look after the kids. Like, some people are stuck in their mentality like, I brought the money home, you do all the woman stuff. So there's no labels on anything anymore. There's no woman stuff or men stuff anymore. Some of the women are bringing in the bread now, you know. It's like, times changed. You gotta fucking change your mindset too.
But if that's the case, and you bring a good point, also, because you got 3 boys, so are you kind of like thinking, man, in terms of, are you quite worried about this whole new generation, or in terms of manhood? What are your thoughts in terms of that?
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about them, because you know they're all addicted to their phones, and like all they know about the world is what they see on TikTok, man. If I'm honest, their attention spans have shrunk to like 14 seconds at a time. And like, they spit facts at me, and I'm like, oh, where'd you hear that? Oh no, I saw a TikTok about it. I'm like, oh fuck, man, like, I'm really worried about where they're going because it's controlled by whatever is flooding the media right now. It's a real scary thing, and we have no control over it. All we can do is at home is we teach them what we want to instill in them. That's all we can do is tell them whatever we reckon it is that like you need to know as a man or a woman. If you got a daughter, then it's up to them after that. It's out of our hands after that, because it's like they're influenced by everything that's around them. School, we don't know what the fuck they're doing at school. Don't know what the hell they're doing on their phones. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary, but man, if you have enough of an influence on your kids, then you can at least rest assured that they know that.
That's good, bro.
Anything they do beyond that is like that's their choice. Just gotta deal with it as it comes, I guess.
Because I was thinking about the same topic around social media and our young people and what's flooding their attention at the moment. And I was going, man, how do we battle that? Like, we're shifting into this new age where the attention span is shorter and everyone's like really following the trends, whatever they're seeing. And I was going, man, we need to, as parents and as adults, to really be more of an influence than the influencers there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we've got a generation that won't listen to a full podcast of Mandate in the future. Eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's why it's good that you do those little snippets, because they're going to see those for sure, straight up. And like, I like what you said about being an influence for them, because bro, they look up to us, man.
Hard.
I was gone that whole time. A lot of the stuff that weighed on my mind was like, man, my kids they're gonna be angry at me that I haven't been home and all this. But I come back and I'm still superhero to them, So it's like just being there and like living the kind of life that you feel would be good for them to see. Because like the smallest things you do can influence them. If like I was talking to the also Laurie when we were drinking on Saturday. We used to live on Norrie Smith,
just around the corner.
Yeah, so we'll play ball at Dawson Hoops all the time, and we used to train like in our front yard. And one day the Uso Laurie was walking towards us to do some training, and some little kid came up to him and then he was like, bro, are you one of the guys that trains out the front? He's like, oh yeah. And then the little kid was like, that's bad, So like, if something just like us training in front of him like can make him feel like that, like we're like some sort of superstars or something, like imagine what just living a good life around them would do, just being an example in front of them would do. Just don't be a guy in front of your kids. Hey, that's all. Fuck. Just like something that that's going really good with my my baby mama at the moment. We're doing the co-parenting thing. We never argue in front of the kids. Whenever we got a problem with each other, then it's like you see the eyes as we have our talk somewhere else about it. We don't yell at each other in front of them. It teaches them the wrong thing. It teaches them that they can speak that to their mum then like that. And if the mum speaks like that to you, then they can speak to the dad like that. It's like respect each other in front of the kids, man. Fuck. Otherwise you're just gonna get them answering back. Yeah. Then what? We're gonna smack them because we taught them out.
No, that's true, bro.
That's good, bro.
That's true what you say, man. But you're right, because sometimes, we say, they're saying that we always hear as youngsters, do what I say, don't do what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Every time
My mom used to say that all the time.
Yeah, we always do that, and our poor kids are like, oh. Just get mix information like, oh, what's this about? And so I think the onus really is, like you're saying, the onus as parents, because not even just kids who are kind of into the devices now, even parents now, even adults, are kind of the attention span is kind of becoming very shortened.
So if we're sitting there on our phones the whole time, they think it's normal. It's normalizing us. Really, I don't know, man. We got to control that shit, but
it's good.
I don't know. Nah, man. So with some of the things the new things that are coming out with I don't know if you got an album coming out soon with Poetic and the Usos. A lot of the stories that and the rhymes is it a lot of kind of home based stuff or just more of your journey thus far?
We wanted to do something a bit different. me and the boys, like we got a few songs that have been sitting there for ages that we're just going to release as an EP. That's just going to be for the sake of like putting something out there. You know, it's been in the vault long enough. Yeah, let's make some videos to it and throw it out. But like the stuff that we're working on that we really feel passionate about is like it's about culture. But it's about like we were sitting there having a conversation one day, and somebody was like saying like, you know, like, yeah man, because white people don't have any culture. Like one of them also said that they're like, nah, white people don't have any culture. And I was thinking, I was like, no, they do have a culture. Bro, money is their culture. Like we're all immersed in their culture right now. We have no choice but to like learn about money, learn how to make money work, or either work for money. That's what their culture is. So like the album that we're like wanting to work on, it's about money culture. That's the like term we're trying to coin. So yeah, if I see anyone release something that's money culture, I know you start off this shit. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I think. I think that's what the album's going to be called, Money Culture, and we're just going to talk about just the system and like how we plan to like actually use it to our advantage. You know, we have no choice but to be in it. So we might as well take. Hey, I was talking with those, so like take a hold of all this free money that they got, the grants and all that stuff. That's why I love the 216 boys as well, the Brown Pride boys. They got it sussed, man. They get all that grant money from the government and all these creative arts trusts and stuff like that. Yeah, that's where our people should be going.
Yeah, utilizing all the resources available to them.
Yeah, my sister goes on to me about it all the time. My sister in the Labour Party, she's always like, man, there's heaps of free money. But like she doesn't have the time to sit there with me and like do my application for me. So like she just tells me it's there. So I got to figure it out for myself. That's what we're hoping to do.
Man, look forward to it, because you're right. I think when people automatically think of culture, they think, oh, yeah, your ethnicity, cultural roots, or youth culture, but they didn't think about money. It's going to be interesting when it comes out. Yeah. Because I always joke about like our stuff. It's that kind of music that you sit in the car and like think about. Like it's not the kind of music you bump your head to in the clubs or whatever. It's just there fucking in the dark thinking by yourself. It's like, yeah, so we want to drop some deep shit like that eventually. But like we got some nice nice dancing songs coming out for you to dance to as well.
And I just want to take a little pause break just to admire Pete's moustache.
November. Good on you, Moses.
Oh, thanks also.
I just want to appreciate it.
Actually, can you tell me a little bit about Movember? I know it's for Men's Health.
For men's health in terms of mental health, and also especially focus on prostate cancer.
Hey,
it's all about kind of bringing the awareness, but also for men in general, says, hey, go up and get checked. You know, don't be fucking mild. Don't be too scared to go and do something about it. So yeah, the whole purpose is really about supporting our men.
Did they have to make the prostate cancer something to do with your mouth? That's too insult. That should have been close together, man.
I was just gonna say like, because I think this should be a conversation.
No, whoever came up with the idea, you're a rude dude. No, but like cool, like thing behind it, but like, man, grow your hair.
So yeah.
But let's have this conversation, because we don't really talk about prostate cancer, and I think it's like when you mentioned it, because I totally forgot it was prostate cancer. Like, how did you feel? Did you feel uncomfortable when
as soon as he said it's prostate cancer, I was like, but that's to do with your mouth. What?
You got any stats on it, Rus?
No, I haven't really got any stats on it. I know it's one of the. I think. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. So please forgive me if it's the wrong stats. But I know it's one of the highest killers in terms of our men.
Straight up.
Yeah, one of the highest killers in New Zealand, and so.
And men are not getting it checked out. Do you think it's got to do with? Do you think men are ashamed about it?
I don't know. Yeah, it has to be. I think a lot of shame in going to the doctors and. And put down your Hawaii and get checked out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so a lot of shame. But but I think even more so for our poly and our Māori men, like, because what is these usos like doctor nah. I'm all good.
Yeah,
we're quite
we're all like that.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to take your shirt off, like that, you know, our islanders are shy of that shit. We'll pass on something if it's like too invasive, eh?
Yeah.
I had no idea that there was a big killer. You know, I think things like that don't come to my attention unless someone in my family dies, or you know, like then I know about it. You know, like cancer, some sort of cancer. Oh, yeah, then I worry about that kind of cancer or whatever. I didn't know prostate cancer was killing our men.
Yeah, what about man?
Yeah, and I heard when you're 40, you should start getting it checked there. And because men are not getting up there and getting it checked, it's like they go through it without realizing, oh, shucks, I've had this. But and so, I don't know. I thought it would be a good moment just to normalize it.
Yeah, good segue.
It's uncomfortable, but hey, man.
I was all good when Skolar said, oh, yes. This one?
When you said it, goes,
when Skolar, with the I was like,
sorry to everyone that's, sorry. We're just having a little laugh, you know. We're not laughing at the...
Sorry, man. My mind's always in the gutter, so I always think of these things straight away.
So we're gonna freestyle and we'll spit out some.
Oh yeah.
We'll spit out some topics.
Some words. Yeah.
Do we need a beat also?
I like it better if you just give like words.
Words.
Do you need a beat? Or you're right.
Nah, beats better.
Beats. You beat.
Oh, does it have to be? Oh no. If it's hard to do, give, just like so. Whenever I rhyme it a few times, and give the next one, and then we'll keep going.
Oh, nice.
That's it's easier like that. Moustache. Fuck. Had to talk about that moustache. When it comes to prostate cancer, you go and get your ass checked. Yeah, fucking Skolar on the mic. All hands on deck. About to get respect. Shit. Come and spit the bars. Aotearoa was the fucking hardest every time I'm fucking asked to be out here. Shit, waiting for the next word like,
Culture.
All for the culture. About to swoop in like a vulture. Shit. I thought I told ya, Aotearoa where I'm from, man, I'm just a soldier about to come through and do it daily. Shit, I'm from the 80s, so you know I'm straight crazy. Like Jordan in 9-6 and night kicks, about to do some motherfucking highlight type shit. What's the next one? Shit, I'm rolling through slow like a fucking tinted ass lignum from the south side. Take it outside. Shit, make you open your mouth wide with that double barrel every time I drop it. Shit, I just come through and change topics, defy logic, and I fucking get it harder in this shit than the tropics.
Ville.
It's for the Ville, going in for the kill. About to fucking go and spill the fucking shit on this mandate. Check the landscape, yeah. So what's the next upu? I'm about to fucking do it till I'm the fucking kupu. Drinking on these Codies, that OG that been smoking on these OZ since 03. Yeah, you know me, they call me Skolar. About to make you my next baby mama. Shit, fucking holla. If you wanna see me come through and drop it like I'm Big Papa. R.I.P. to B.I.G. Shit.
Hummel.
Free IVs in a row every time opponents bring it.
Hummel.
Straight Hummel. Fucking look at me, you can tell I eat gallo. About to fucking make you calm lalo. Oh yeah, we.
Miles.
Cheers.
Oh man, Skolar, man, it's been a privilege. It's been a real privilege to have you on, man.
Man, it's been good having a laugh with you guys.
Bro, man.
Those who told me what the buzz was like here, so I was like, Guinness. Man, I like your guys' setup. I like what he's about. It's fucking good to have this kind of thing for people to get some inspiration from, because you know a lot of the internet is built on negativity now. It's like negativity gets views, and I'm fucking sick of this shit. Yeah.
No, man.
Much respect to you guys, man. Straight up.
Shadows. And so, I don't know, because every guest that comes on also, and sometimes people kind of check, or we check some of the comments, and so I can imagine you're like, you have no qualms, you don't care about all this trolling and all that kind of stuff.
Do you get some negative shit?
Yeah, bro, we get a lot of negative. We get a lot of negative stuff, man. But hey, it's just for us. We
bro,
think
you got a new troll on your side now. I'll come reply to them individually then. Oh, good.
Bro, man,
you need a troll on each side. Just balance it out.
Yeah, shucks. I'm really honored to meet you also, especially one of the boys from the hood, and just you doing your thing, and just you sharing this journey that you're going through in terms of like coming out of the self-condemnation that you're going through, and I know that you got the right people around you. You got us, man. You know, you can pop in anytime you want. Solid. Also, and
it's good to know as well.
And we just really want to support what you're doing, and we wish you all the best, and keep on doing your thing also, and take each day as it comes, and continue to progress. And much love also.
All about that growth also.
Yeah. Same thing. Also, it's been a real privilege. Also, been an honor. You know, looking at you on YouTube back in the years. Like, man, this also, man. And you know, I think for some time I didn't know you from the 274 and that's close to our hearts. Yeah. Charles and I were all Aotearoa boys as well, and so I think if anything we're proud, not because you're just from Aotearoa, but also because you represent our 685 as humbles. We're proud Samoans, and so bro, just all the best for your endeavours. I'm glad you're doing some amazing work, but more so you're doing it even more so with the usos of Poetic and Bass and all the other brothers for the Ville. But otherwise also we just, mad props to you, mad love to you, and every guest that comes on we always give them a gift. And so we always do a caricature or a sketch of our guest that comes on, and so this is for you, so.
Oi. Solid.
Miles, this is for you, bro. Thank you so much, Us.
Yo, look at that one.
This is for you, man.
Bro, thank you for making me a bit more handsomer than I am.
No, man.
Thank you very much.
You're good looking in person also, man.
Yeah, that's me.
Nah, man, appreciate it. But is there anyone, Skolar, anyone that you can think of that would be ideal to come on the podcast?
I was just saying to those also that Victor J would be solid to have on, straight up. Just from what I've heard, like I heard the Usos got it sussed when it comes to like grants and stuff like that, and that's the kind of thing that I reckon you guys should push more, push our men or all our polys to get a hold of. That guy just seems like he's got it all together. The boys say nothing but good things about him, and he's another 685er that will represent hard when he comes. I think you will have a good buzz with him.
Awesome.
Solid.
And the last word is always to our guests. If you have some words of encouragement for our men out there.
Yeah, no, I think it would be better just to build on what I was saying before. Just like and listen to your loved ones, man. They're the ones that like that want the best for you. Sometimes they know better than you. They know better than you. Know what you need more than you do. So like you just listen to the ones that got actual love for you, and you'll be all good. That's all I can say. I should have done it a long time ago.
I love it so also. And so look forward to your comments. Please like and subscribe, and look forward to your well thought out comments. And as usual, Uso,
refine,
unlock,
take charge.
Mandate.